Hey everyone, Jim T. Graham with RCGroups.com, and today we're back with Mike from Robart. I have a big question for you. Is that a new shirt?
No, actually, this is one of the ones we've been around for a while. We are. It was nice. We found these Robart orange shirts, so we were able to get a little screen printing done on them and whatnot. So you may have seen us at the shows with them on from time to time. Probably don't remember it from because this year I had a couple other different types of shirts on over at Null, so that was the
Okay.
one of the last times you saw me face to face.
Well, they're very high vis. Everyone, we're here today to talk again about retracts, but this time we're going to talk about main gear, and we're actually going to talk about micro gear. Let me zoom in on this. Bam.
Yep. So we're going to be talking about part number 1, 2, 3. It's the best part number out there, as Jim says.
Yes.
It's a micro gear set of mains. Okay. It's great for those foamies for the smaller aircraft. Back in the day, we called them half A. Remember the half A planes out there, Jim?
Yes.
That's what these were for. That's what these originally were designed for, was those half A RC planes. Today, it would be great for the foamies. It's, what I could do is I could just go ahead and just bounce over to the other view on my other camera. So you see, I took them out of the package, but it's a small gear. It's a tiny little thing. They're mechanically driven. So let's see here. Yeah, let's call it 1.5 inches on length. It is what is that? 5/8 for width on the housing, and then 7/8 for the width on the mounting flange. So they'll fit into a foam airplane really nicely. You've got the nice cutouts on each side. The top cutout here is for clearance for your push rod. The bottom is for clearance for the wire strut. So it does come with your wire leg already. Open this up a little bit. The leg is 5 1/8. Okay.
And I'm reading the weight on this is around 0.9 ounce.
Oh, yeah. It's tiny.
Yeah. And that's not including wheels and collars.
Correct. Yeah. It does come with 2 Allen screws or Allen wrenches, as well as your 4 mounting screws. Right.
So the big question is, what do those Allen wrenches control?
So I'm going to get this out of the way. So, okay. On your, let's call it the rear here, the rear part of the retract, you'll see there's 2 holes. One of them already has your Allen screw in, the other doesn't. What this will do is this will give you an adjustment if you would like this to be a 90-degree angle of deployment that's on there now. Or if you want an 85-degree, you will take the smaller of the 2 Allens, remove this Allen screw on both sides, take this yoke, move it back a titch, screw it all back in, and then you'll end up having an 85-degree instead of the 90. The larger of the Allen is to loosen this screw if needed while doing your adjustments.
Okay.
Okay. It is, like I said, it is mechanically driven. You will attach to this point here. All right. There is room cut out on the housing right here for the push rod to come onto or come through. As it extends out, you have an over center here on the lockout, which locks the gear out nicely so you can have reliable landings. If you need assistance in connecting those push rods, we do have 2 clevis ends. We offer them in a 256 or a 440 threading. The 256 is probably going to be your better bet in this case, smaller to be able to fit into into your connections right here. So,
and I'm reading you can use a mini servo, but you cannot use a micro servo with these.
Okay. I would say that you're probably smarter in regards to servos than I am on any of these. So I will defer any of the servo stuff with your history in the hobby as well as in retail. So what other questions you got for us on this one, Jim?
I think that's it. How do we just bend our main wire to then go with our wheel of choice, or is because it's just straight?
Yeah, so you would bend it and put your wheel collars on. Let me do a quick. What we could do is on the next couple of videos, actually, let me take a look. I'm fairly confident I've got some nice attachments for you. And how about this? On our next video, we'll give another option for attaching a wheel on there. How's that one?
I would love it. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
Even if somebody thinks they know how to do something, especially me, I like to watch someone do it before I then take my brand new piece of gear and attempt.
Sure. Yep. Because so next week we're going to be talking about part number 124, which is a nose gear. And it'll be the same issue as how do we attach a wheel to this? What most will do is they will do a bend and they'll put wheel collars on this and to be able to have this whichever way they would like.
Got it. So it's universal.
Yep.
With that said, everyone, in the not in the description below this video, we'll have a link to the article, and in the article we'll link you to all the additional things you might need, as well as directly to these mains. And you can check everything out there, watch the video, and you'll know everything you need to know. And then when we do this next part, I'll go ahead and probably drop that video in this piece so that you'll have it all in one place.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Well, Jim, thank you so much. I appreciate the time and what you're doing for Robart and for the hobby, my friend.
Yes, sir. So once again, just to reiterate, we're looking at part number 123, a half A micro main gear. This is on Robart.com. We've been hanging out with Mike. Always a pleasure, and I always appreciate the time that you give us, Mike.
Oh, you're so welcome, Jim, and have yourself a wonderful weekend. I look forward to next week when we're talking about that nose gear.
Yes, and it is coming the weekend. Very exciting. All right, everyone. Jim T. Graham, RC Groups. Mike with Robart. Be sure and check them out at rcgroups.com or robart.com and hit the subscribe button so you'll be able to watch us when we talk about this next thing. We're out of here. Bye.